If, like I said, my mods know the rules. If anybody comes in here trying to talk shit, they get muted immediately.
Okay. Um, okay, so a few years ago, I had met Shelby. Um, a few years ago, Shelby was trying to expose this other creator who is notorious for scamming her. She goes by Bella James, or like the Dr. Pepper Queen. Anyway, so at the time, I was not Shelby's friend, but that's how I knew of him because he was trying to expose her for scamming people. And then and then shortly after that, I became friends with Shelby, and then he sort of like started to like cry online a lot, and it was like, my cars are being repossessed and stuff like that. And then people were giving him money like left and right. Like he would all he had to do was come on a live and cry about it, and then people would give him money, and then he like sort of disappeared. Like he disappeared. He like deleted all his social media, and then about a year later, this was like back in November, this past November, him and I reconnected. He came back to the internet, and he kind of was just like, yeah, like me and Josh are in a better place. Like, me and him have our own house, and we have two vehicles, and we're doing better than ever. And like he came back also like apologizing for how he left. Like kind of did his whole like, I was in a bad time and I was using them a lot, and my husband gave me an ultimatum, and so I went to rehab, and now I'm back. So, and I'm someone who like believes in second chances. I feel like we all can be, I feel like we can all change and be better and be redeemed. So him and I, like, we reconnected, and then we had our own group of like women. And then me and him had a personal text message group chat, and he kind of just like was like, hey, like, how do you feel about starting a Discord? Because at the time when he came back, I was bringing awareness to that creator I said earlier about her scamming people. And he said, how would you like to create a Discord where you and I do it together? But it would be a subscription based Discord. And his words verbatim, because I'm not going to give this to you for free.
Just like he's not going
Right.
to spill his tea until he gets 20,000, taps.
Right, exactly. So, but and I like at first I was like, well, like I really don't know how I feel about charging people to like, give people tea when they can literally go search up her own TikTok and get it themselves. But he made it, but at the time I was not working. I had just got let go of my work from home position, and my partner was the only one working. Not that I needed money or that I was desperate for money or anything like that, because my partner held us down. However, like he made it seem like, you and I will start this Discord. You and I will provide, videos, pretty much content specifically for anyone who joins our Discord. Long story short, he never did any of that. He was barely in the chat, but he was collecting those funds, and when it started to go left for me and a lot of my girls that are in here that are like commenting in the chat, he would he would tell people, oh, well, if you send the Galaxy, I'll give you 3 months to a year for free. Or if you are having a hard time trying to subscribe to our Discord, even though you can just jump on a call with me and I can show you step by step, he started to take Cash Apps and Venmos, and I never agreed to that. I never agreed to any of that. And those and those are the red flags that stood out for me. Um, and then like the whole and so shortly after we started our Discord, then like Ashley Trevino like started popping off, and like everyone started to like stream her,
Yeah.
because everybody started to stream her. Like he would stream her, I would stream her, and then at this time when everybody was streaming Ash Trevino. Like, Shelby wasn't really talking to us or anything like that. And then I went to him in text message and I was like, hey, like, some of our friends in our Discord are saying that they're going to unsubscribe to the Discord because you're not putting out any content like you said that you would. And then a day later, he posted a video in Discord saying, oh, Josh's cancer is back. Please do not put that on the internet. I do not want anyone to know. That is why I haven't, been like, that's why I've been MIA. But wait, you've been on TikTok battling people left and right. And you also have been streaming Ashley 24/7. So which one is it? Like, is just Josh's cancer back or you just want to make money? So later, a few days after that, I was streaming Ash Trevino. He was streaming Ash Trevino. It was like during Christmas time. This happened in December. And I guess he had noticed that I had more viewers in my live. And like, I'm new to like this live stuff. So when I like saw like 1,000 people were in my live, like that got me really excited. And I
Of
was like, whoa, like
course.
I was like, damn, like this is like kind of fun. Like, I was making new friends, like I was having fun, like streaming Ash Trevino and like, whatever. And I guess he saw that I had a lot more people in my life, and he basically and our people that were in our Discord in our group would go back and forth and show love just to let him know that they were there for him too. And I
Yeah.
guess he said along the lines, you know what, I'm getting off live. Y'all can go to Allie's live. I'm done. Within seconds, he went to the Discord. He put a message, if anyone wants refunds, reach out to me. Deleted the entire Discord without even talking to me. And then I didn't know what was going on. I texted him that night and I said, hey, like, don't know what's happening. Like, I'm starting a text message group chat. If you want to be a part of that, just let me know and I'll go ahead and add you. Never heard from him never heard from him at all. Like, not even until this day. And then I was like, well, I don't know what to do because there's like 22 people that paid for a subscription, whether they paid
Oh,
for, they paid him hand over fist or paid for the sub or gave him money through Cash App or Venmo. And they're coming for me like, what's going on? Like, and I did not know what to say. So he put me in such a bad position to kind of like tell everyone one by one like what was going on. And then of course like other people that had left the Discord prior, they had felt, that he was just in it for money, and which he was like all along, but as a
mhm.
friend, I guess I couldn't